Hello everybody, my name is Nathan, and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Sweden. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we are trying to, put defenses on across the entirety of the border. We have most of them in position. We are just going for one final round, getting up to level 3 for a nice, roughly 50% penalty for all people trying to attack into us. 25 political power, fantastic. So we're at 119, so we have enough political power so that as soon as war breaks out, we can immediately get ourselves up to extend the conscription, because right now we don't have the manpower to really effectively fight off both the Reichspakt and the Entente. Reichspakt in Finland and the Entente in Norway, and basically every other person, because they've all decided to go to Norway to kill me. Apparently everybody in the world is very upset that that I exist. So So Bulgaria has been annexed. Not a huge surprise. Serbia is now absolutely massive. They'll probably release Bulgaria as a puppet, as one is wont to do. So we need 1, 2... Okay, how many more men do we got? Trying to see which provinces are completely empty. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... We only need 5 more infantry until we can actually at least say, hey, every province on our border is defended somewhat. I think are you still only level... You're level 4 for it. With the strait crossing as well into plains. It's not actually going to have any modifiers, but attacking across the strait there should at least be bad for everybody involved. Well, not us, but the bad guys. So let us deploy this. I think we're just going to deploy the troop. I know he's going to be a little bit green. That's okay. I just am worried that we're just going to not be able to really withstand anything. 221 days. I mean, it's almost a year ahead of time, but I think we need as much defense as we possibly can get. We don't know what the Canadians are doing. It doesn't look like anybody on our side is also planning on doing any wars. So we're just, we need 4 more provinces. Mexico's declared war on the Central American Confederation. I mean, that's fine. 29 divisions against 6 to 11. If they actually call me, can I join your war? I'm going to join the war literally just so I can go extensive right away. Nope, they're not strong enough. Damn it. Never mind. So me joining the war did absolutely nothing to help them out. So never mind. I might have actually screwed myself over in some of these events because we're no longer at peace. No, okay, everything's still fine. So don't worry about that whatsoever. I'm sure maybe like the other people are probably going to get involved as well, but it's not a big deal. So the Valkyria has been formed. What are you doing? Manpower plus 1,000? Yeah, let's, we can have women in the Air Force. That's fine. Women in your country are allowed to become military pilots. Manpower plus 1,000. Fantastic. And we're going to put them straight into, into the armed forces. And that is fine. You've been called into the war. Is everybody joining the war against you? Potentially, yes. Which again is bad for us. Please don't abandon all of your front lines, France. It's very important that you don't just die immediately. So again, we need 4 more divisions. That's all we need to garrison our border. I mean, theoretically, I'm going to put a horse division here. Italy's been called into the war. We actually need more decryption as well. So in 49 days when this is done, we'll get some more decryption so I can actually see what the enemy nation's plans actually are. Somalia joined the Cairo Pact, sure. I mean, the war is basically over, I think. They're going to divide Ethiopia. We'll see what Abyssinia has to say about that. Probably are not going to be too happy if I had to take a guess. So it looks like the Russians are winning against the Soviet Union. The Japanese are... Okay, so Ukraine actually is no longer aiding the Russian Republic, which actually is good. They've all been recalled home. Is France also involved in the war? No, they're not. The major countries so far have decided not to actually get involved. How many men do you have, by the way? You have 5-9 divisions. So hopefully Mexico should just win. The Great Tyrant is gone. Adred Lindman is deceased. 10 political power. We can modify the government, but there's nothing we can actually really do. Tank designers. That'd be really useful if we really had any tanks to use. Also, be really nice to get the war economy as well. So if we go straight into war economy and straight into extensive conscription as soon, like day 1, whenever war begins, you know, with the people that are actually a threat to us. Not the little Central American nation, which actually doesn't really do anything at all. Yeah, they're already, how are you on extensive conscription already? How are you on service by requirement already? No wonder they have massive manpower pools and armies. I can't even get past... Oh, I can go to extensive now. Estimated strength. Oh, sure. I mean, did anybody else join the war? No, they didn't, so I actually don't know why I'm now allowed to do it. But sure, why not? Let's get up to extensive conscription, please, for 100 political power, and now start actually mobilizing more troops. More support's actually, you know, still pretty bad. We're only mobilizing 0.06 per day, which is not a lot. How many, is it, let's say 300 men a day? It's actually not even showing up. I'm assuming they're probably just getting fed straight into the armies in training. The Australasian Guard. Okay, we don't need 2 mountaineering divisions. I don't think that's really necessary. It looks like the Dutch are probably going to win their war against Indonesia. 11-15 against 11-17. As well as being at war with the Dutch themselves. So, I mean, these guys are actually getting the population they need. It looks like they are. It's still going to take a while for them to actually get the manpower. I mean, they have the guns. The guns are not the problem here. From air reinforcement. Are we losing planes? I think so. I don't even know how. Train up to 100. You guys go up to 100 as well. I will put the planes and the bombers on here. Just so the game doesn't tell me that I need to do that. The day is all you, Karin boy. Okay, we have 2 people. Carl or Karen? Radical Socialist is one. Okay, well let's put Karen in charge. Okay, well, okay, who are these people actually? A former sailor and journalist, obvious choice, but the famous, incredible, popular poet. Yeah, let's put a poet in charge. Why not? So we have you are now in charge. Our new chairman. Okay, so political power gain, stability going up would be really nice. Yeah, let's get. Well, I mean, what will that give us? That would give us a little bit of organization output. Let's establish a secret police first. Let's at least get all these things done. Improve the working conditions for more stability. 100 political points. So I want to save my points at least for now for the war economy. When that actually happens. Okay, let's get these guys to deploy like here-ish. And just deploy to everywhere we need to be. Because that'll be, you know, it'll be nice to actually have troops in every province. Even with our radar station, apparently we're not able to actually read what these troops are doing anymore. Yeah, so our encryption is basically trash. Probably should have gotten this stuff in 1938. So as soon as this is done in 3 more days, we'll get our encryption going. Fantastic. So, decryption. So let's see if we can figure out what the enemy is actually going to be doing. Also, it gives us a bonus to at least be on a priority. If we're lacking in encryption and decryption, the enemy will actually have a bonus, which is what we do not, under any circumstances, actually want. Okay, so they are once again going down for the third layer here. So I'm guessing you're level 2, you're level 2. Okay, and they'll all be on level 3s. We don't need, I think if you're already on level 3, you're on level 2. I don't know why this one's on level 3. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm sure it'll all work itself out in the end. And June of 1939. Okay, that's not too bad. All things considered, it could be significantly worse. So it's basically going to get us up to our 3.8. We have 6% now. So should give us about another 100,000, 120,000 men. Our finest hour. What childless fantasy. Yes, we have about 25 more days so we can actually establish this. Portable 4s. Getting the military factories, again, still would be nice. Population going up by 5%. Out of supply going down. Oh, Norway. Or Germany. Or anybody. Can you develop my country? By the way, it'd be really nice if you could, South America, Ukraine, Spain. And apparently they refuse to help out, Sweden. So thanks a lot, France. You're really, you're not pulling your weight around here. Yeah, service by requirements is not going to happen anytime soon. So, fighters... artillery manufacturers actually would be probably nice. Total artillery, anti-air, anti-tank, assault attack, and breakthrough. Has completed support before. Okay, so actually that's another reason why we maybe want to support that company. Mexico still has not apparently broken through this country quite yet, even though, again, there are like 8 divisions. I don't know what their problem is. I'm hoping that the American Union War just keeps on lasting forever, because keeping the United States out of, you know, international affairs, I would say is extremely, extremely good. We don't want them muddying the waters or anything like that. So yeah, the major nations actually did not join in the war against Central America. I don't know why, actually. Why they decided not to do anything like that. I'm actually just going to deploy these troops right away. They can get their manpower back and stuff in the future. For right now, I think just guarding every single province. India's declared war on the Commune. Federal government's declared war on Qing. Socialist Republic's declared war on Greece. Like 5 different wars just broke out on the exact same day. Okay, proper checks and balances. So syndicalism and radical socialism goes up, and 75 more political power. So crush the last resistance. We'll remove reactionary resistance. I think that's going to be very important. How many artilleries do we have? We have 2,000 artillery, so I'm actually going to train some more of these troops. We got 8 more. And they should have their guns, and they should already have like their artilleries mostly. You don't, so I'm just going to cancel that last one. So they just need, again, just manpower. That's all that is needed right now. I mean, we actually have so much artillery. I'm going to put the support artillery into these other shittier troops. Because now we have so much of it, like, it's fine. And hopefully that'll at least get something positive done here. And there we go. So this entire border is now completely defended. I'm still not worried about anything that Denmark's going to do. We still don't know what we don't know what their plan is, but in 60 days we should hopefully at least get some sort of an idea. How are you guys doing down here? Again, not great. 8 to 13 divisions. You have 61,000. Yeah, just like one solid attack. Terrain by a negative 60%. Yeah, so maybe don't push into the mountains. I would say that's probably not what you're wanting to do. Yeah, the Soviet Union is now being completely crushed by the Russian Republic. I mean, they're still losing ground against the Japanese. So it's a little bit hard to say who's actually going to win here. At best, we might be in a situation where monarchy has been restored to Greece. Yeah, you're just going to die immediately. There's no question about that whatsoever. Actually, war with the entirety of the Belgrade Pact. So good luck with that. But the Soviet Union is extremely resilient. They can last a long time against the Russian Republic. So the Senate's in charge right now. If they can last long enough for the Japanese to push into like deep into Russian Republic territory, the Soviets might still have a chance of actually pulling something out. Apparently these guys also have not actually capitulated yet, which is surprising, to say the least. You know, Spanish Civil War, it still is completely raging on. We do have enough troops to send volunteers, but there is no way in hell I'm going to do that. I mean, some of these guys are pretty green, so you know what, let's get some exercises going. Yeah, we don't know what they're planning. Military science, militarized industry. So nothing quite yet. We'll train until, let's say, maybe mid-July. Free market economy, XU. Oh, shit. The French Republic is just fighting against us. Okay. I guess they're doing something for, like, reclaiming France. So, well, with that being said, cancel the training exercises, because, you know, war is looming on our glorious nation. You guys are actually going to deploy you back onto the red line. You guys are going to deploy over here when the time comes. Yes, we got some activity going on. It looks like to me, Second Melbourne Uprising, that the entire of the Entente actually just abandoned Norway. I'm guessing they're planning something else based on the fact that apparently the French Republic is justifying a war goal against France. The French Republic has declared war on the Commune of France. The war is on. We're not at war quite yet, but war is certainly on the horizon. I built all these military bases. Are you gonna say that it's all for naught? Okay, so now we're at war with you. And you know what? I know it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but now with the war being declared, I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not doing, thumb down. You want to subscribe, and goodbye.